What's going on, guys? It's Cameron, and today we're going to be doing another Westin installation video. We're going to be installing a set of our R5 modular wheel-to-wheel step bars on this 2019 Ram 3500 crew cab long bed. So let's go ahead, get this truck in the shop, and we'll get the installation started. All right, so now that we're back in the shop, here's the R5 bars we're going to be installing today. Let's go ahead and open up the box, and I'll show everyone what's inside. So now that we got everything unboxed, we've got these step bars laid out on the table. So one of the cool features about this step bar is it is modular. That's the one thing that saves you money with shipping on this kit. So the bars do come in two pieces, which means they do need to be assembled before installation. So what we need to do is we need to take both pieces of the step bars, go ahead and flip them over like this. And then we need to take the bolt plates that are included in your kit. You've got a larger one and a smaller one. These are going to get slid in to the bar like this. And then what you can do to hold these in place while you're assembling them is take the M6 hardware that's included with your kit and thread one of the bolts in like this. That way they don't move around on you. And go ahead and take the rear section, slide it on there like that. All right, so now what we want to do is take the center step pad, the one that's not installed, and we're going to install this one now. Flip it back over. Now that we've got the pad on the bar, you want to take the self-threading nuts that come in the kit. These are going to attach the pad to the step bar and install them now. Once you get them hand threaded on there, you can then take a 13mm socket and go ahead and tighten them down. So with all the self-threading nuts installed, then we can go ahead and remove the M6 bolts that we installed to go ahead and help hold the bolt plate in. All right, so now we got to go ahead and take the link plate that's included with your kit. This plate is going to join both sides of the bar together and keep everything stable. Just use the black M6 hardware that's included with your kit to attach everything together. Before we get the step bar on the actual vehicle, we want to go ahead and turn it over. Make sure that the step pad is seated well, and then come back, turn it around, and make sure that all the self-threading nuts are fully tightened, and then we can go ahead and get this thing installed on the truck. All right, so now we got the brackets laid out. We've got the driver and the passenger side here. I want to talk about some of the features of the brackets. We include these plastic bracket covers, which actually go over the bracket to give everything a clean, more OE look. And then also, we have our isolator brackets. So these are on the wheel-to-wheel applications. This top bracket will actually mount to your bed, and the bottom bracket will mount to this bracket. This gives you an isolation from the bed to the bracket, so it's not a solid mount. So when you're going over a speed bump or any kind of off-roading an obstacle, it's not going to creak or pop on you. All right, guys, so now that we're here underneath the vehicle, we can get the mounting brackets installed. So on these trucks, just a little tip here, some of these vehicles are going to have threaded holes in the rocker panel and some aren't. Our vehicle did not, so we've already pre-installed the rivserts that we need to attach these brackets. So let's go ahead and get the front mounting bracket installed, and then we'll go all the way down the truck. So to install the center mounting bracket, you're going to use the bolt plate that's included with your kit with the rubber washer here. That's going to keep the bolt plate securely in your rocker panel. And then go ahead and refer to Figure 5 on how to use this bracket to install the rivserts in your rocker panel. All right, so with the M12 bolt plate in the rocker panel and the bracket hung on there, you can then use the M12 hardware and the M8 hardware to attach the bracket to the rocker panel. So for the M12, you're going to go with your flat washer, and then your lock washer, and then your nut. All right, now we're going to go ahead and install the rear bracket. We're going to install this one in the exact same way as the center, using the exact same hardware. Also on this rear bracket, it's going to have some extra hardware in the pinch weld here. So go ahead and make sure you attach the bracket to there with the M6 button head bolts that are included with your kit. So now it's time to mount the isolator bracket. You're going to need a 18mm socket. That's to go ahead and remove the factory bolt that's in the bed frame. a ratchet, a couple of extensions, and a marker and a 1/2-inch drill bit, because there is going to be a little bit of drilling involved. So let's go ahead and get this up on the bed, and I'll show you how to install it. All right, so the first step in getting this isolator bracket mounted to your bed is you need to remove this bolt that's actually a factory bolt here. You're going to use an 18mm socket to take it off. I've already pre-loosened it, as you can see, so I'm just going to take it out here. So with that bolt out of the way, you can go ahead and take your isolator bracket, slide it onto the bed, and align it with that factory bolt hole. Now, once you've done that, you can go ahead and take your Sharpie and mark the hole where you want to drill. To attach the isolator bracket to the bed channel, you have to actually insert this bolt plate into the bed channel. So to accomplish that, we're going to use this fish wire that's included with the kit, and that's going to be fed through the previously drilled hole, and then it's going to attach onto the bolt plate like this. Once you have it attached, you can go ahead and pull the bolt plate through the channel and out the previously drilled hole. Okay, so now that we've got the bolt plate fed through the bed channel and the fish tape on, go ahead and leave that fish tape on there. Take your isolator bracket, slide it up on the channel. Now, what you can do is take the fish tape and route that through the isolator bracket like so. Bracket up and then pull the bolt through. You can use the factory bolt to attach the rear of the bracket. And using the flat washer, the lock washer, and the nut that's included with your kit, go ahead and get it attached. So with the top part of the isolator fully installed, you can go ahead and tighten all that hardware at that time, because you're not going to be getting back into that. Then we can install the bottom part of the isolator. So this is actually going to mount right to the threaded holes that are in the top part of the isolator bracket. Just slide it on up in there and attach it using the hardware included with the kit. Now you can go ahead and use an 18mm socket to tighten up the bolts. The last thing we need to do before we install the step bar is attach the bracket covers. So this is going to slide over the bracket like so, and then you're going to use the M6 hardware that's in your kit to go ahead and attach it. And so for these, you're going to want to probably use two 10mm open end wrenches. That'll probably be the easiest way to go ahead and tighten down these bolts. And now once you get this bracket cover on, go ahead and repeat it for all the rest of the brackets, and then it's time to install the step bars. All right, so now it's time to install the step bar. So to attach the step bar to the brackets, you're actually going to use these bolt plates that are included in the kit. These are going to slide into the step bar like so and grab on both edges like that. So let's install these bolt plates and we'll get the bars on the brackets. So now once we have the bolt plates installed in the step bar, you can go ahead and lower them onto the mounting brackets. All right, so for the center mounting bracket on this kit, you're actually going to use these bolts that are included with your kit and not the bolt plates to attach it to the bracket. All right, so now that we've gotten the step bars attached to the brackets, you can go ahead and align and adjust the step bar as you see fit. As you're tightening the bolts down, go ahead and refer to step 16 for all the torque values. Once you get all that done, then we're going to go ahead and cut over to the passenger side and show you a time lapse of that install. We'll take you outside and we'll show you the final product. So now that we've gotten the installation complete, I've brought the truck outside so I can kind of show you some of the features and benefits of these step bars. So we feature a very wide 5-inch step pad, so you're not going to slip getting into the vehicle. We also feature these plastic bracket covers. These are to cover up the gap here on the bracket and to give you a clean OE look. And again, one of the features of this bar, as you can see, it is a wheel-to-wheel, so it gives you access into your bed. Now, one thing about these bars is they are modular. So they do come in 2 pieces, which saves you a ton of money on shipping and also makes the packaging that much smaller. So that's the installation. It's fully complete. Go ahead and visit westinautomotive.com for any more information about this product or anything else we carry.